Hello and welcome to the Noble Network Virtual College Fair. Thank you so much for joining us. We have a great group of institutions for you to hear from today. I have just a few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You may use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. You don't have to wait until a certain institution is presenting. If you have a question for any or all of our institutions, go ahead and use that Q&A function throughout the whole event. Your camera and your microphone are off so the panelists cannot see or hear you. As you know, this is one of many different sessions happening, so make sure that you jump into the session happening right after this to learn from some more institutions. And last but not least, this presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at strivescan.com/noble. I will now turn it over for our main event, and that is hearing from these wonderful institutions. Kicking us off today is Millikin University. Take it away when you're ready.
Sorry, I had to unmute myself. Thank you. Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for being here. Good afternoon. My name is Derek, and I'm with Millikin University. We are a small private institution in Decatur, Illinois, so we're about 3 hours south of the city, about 2.5 hours from St. Louis and Indianapolis, and then 30 to 40 minutes from Springfield, Bloomington, and Champaign. I'm also a proud Millikin alum, so I've had a lot of great experience here working in the office and working on campus, as well as being a student, and I'm really excited to share that with you guys today. So a little bit about Decatur. We are about 75,000 residents here, lots to do in town. We're between a small town and a city, so there's more than just one stoplight and tumbleweeds rolling around, you know. There's some great mom and pop shops, restaurants, a really amazing parks and rec system, music and art scene, and then community partnerships and jobs and internship opportunities for students outside of campus. So there's lots going on outside of that. We're also the original home of the Chicago Bears, if we've got any football fans in the house. Next slide is Millikin at a glance. So we have about 2,000 students on our campus, which is a really close-knit campus community feel. You have a lot of great relationships that you get to build with your professors and your colleagues in your classes and across different majors. We're really hands-on, and we have what we call performance learning. So you get to experience your major in your field starting freshman year. Our class sizes, our average class size is about 16 to 18 students, and then they get smaller from there as you get more concentrated in your major. And our average student to faculty ratio is about 10 to 1. So if you're looking for a genuine connection with your professors and your advisors, that's definitely what you're going to get here on campus. Every student receives a merit scholarship. So that ranges from $14,000 to $20,000 once you're admitted to Millikin. And then we have other awesome financial aid opportunities for students after that from our awesome alumni sponsors and our Millikin scholarships and grants outside of the FAFSA and the other government assistance you might receive. A little bit about our majors and programs. We're broken up into 4 colleges and schools. Our top programs include nursing. We have a direct admit program into nursing. We have a really robust fine arts program. So within that is musical theater, acting, art, stage management and production, music education, music business, as well as education, our pre-professional programs, pre-med, pre-vet, pre-law, and our business school. We also have exploratory studies if you're not too sure what you want to study. So we have someone that works with you and getting you into classes that are of interest to you. And you're also in those classes for gen eds. That way you're able to stay on track for graduation as well. Campus life at Millikin, we have a ton of ways to get involved outside of jobs and work study or community service. We have 23 men's and women's Division III teams. We have intramurals. We have over 100 student organizations. So there's lots of different stuff for students to get involved in. Those range from academic-based to career-based, programming boards, leadership opportunities, fraternity and sorority life, performing arts, special interests. So it kind of runs the gamut. You can also start your own organization too, which I think is really cool. Study abroad at Millikin, we have the option to do an immersion, or you can do a full semester abroad. So there's lots of opportunity there to kind of learn about other cultures, learn from other people, and study in a different country and still earn credit towards graduation. We also have a tuition exchange program with all of our partner universities, and there's scholarships and financial aid available for students to help cover the cost of travel and board. And then how to apply. We are on a rolling admission basis. So if there's any seniors in the room, you can still apply to Millikin. We're still accepting those applications, but juniors and below, starting your junior year, your senior year, July and August is when our application opens. July 1st on our website and then August 1st on the Common App. Will be test optional again for fall of 2022. So if you don't take the test, ACT or SAT, or don't have scores to send, that's totally fine. We're accepting just your transcript, and then if you have a 2.75 or lower, you'll have to send in 2 letters of rec or do an interview with a counselor. Outside of that, if you have an essay or a letters of rec and you want to send them, we still love to read all of that stuff. So if you've worked on that and you want to send it in, we would be happy to read that and add that to your file. It totally helps with your application and helps us get to know you a little bit more. And the last thing I want to add is that we are open for virtual and in-person visits still, and we'll be open in the summer too. So if you want to come down with your family and see campus, or if you're not comfortable traveling, you can still do that through a virtual option. So you can find all that information on our website at millikin.edu/visit. Thanks.
What a fabulous way to get us started today, Millikin University. Thank you so much. We are going to hear now from St. Ambrose University. Take it away.
Hi, everybody. Let me go ahead and get this set up here. Okay, so my name is Jill Holubetz. I am a senior admissions counselor at St. Ambrose University. And though St. Ambrose is located in Davenport, Iowa, I am regionally located here in the Chicagoland area. So I work with students from all over Chicagoland and some of the suburbs, and then every student from the state of Indiana. So I look forward to hopefully working with all of you at some point. So a little bit about St. Ambrose. If you're not familiar with Davenport, Iowa, Davenport is one of the Quad Cities. Davenport and Bettendorf are on the Iowa side of the Mississippi River, and Rock Island and Moline are on the Illinois side of the Mississippi River. So from the Chicagoland area, again, depending on where you're coming from, if you're coming from the city or if you're coming from the suburbs, we're about 2 hours and 45 minutes west of Chicago. So literally right on the border of Illinois and Iowa, as you can see. So proximity for a lot of our students is important. We're far enough away to go away and have to leave home and live on campus and get that college experience, but close enough to home to be able to come home for a long weekend or come home for a break, or have family and friends come and visit you on campus. We are a private Catholic comprehensive university. What comprehensive means is that we offer bachelor's degrees, master's degrees, and doctoral degree programs. Just over 3,000 students enrolled at St. Ambrose, and that does include our graduate students. So just over 2,300 at the undergraduate level. What does that mean for you? Smaller class sizes, closer relationships with your faculty members. As far as academic programs, we offer 60 majors, over 60 majors at the undergraduate level, 13 master's degrees, and 3 doctoral degree programs. Our top majors at the undergraduate level include anything under that business umbrella, all of our health sciences, nursing, physical therapy, occupational therapy, physician assisting, public health, speech therapy. All of those programs are huge right now. Criminal justice and forensic psychology, engineering, and education. Outside of the classroom, our students are incredibly supported through the academic resources that we provide. Our Student Success Center provides free tutoring, writing support, and supplemental instruction for all of our students across all grade levels. Our Accessibility Resource Center provides specific accommodations for students who have a documented disability. Our academic advisors are there to work with you across your 4 years at St. Ambrose to make sure that you are completing classes on time, you're earning the credits that you need. And our Career Center is there to help with anything from campus employment to interviewing skills to the job search as your time at St. Ambrose is coming to an end. Lots of ways to be involved in clubs and organizations on campus. As you know, as a college student, or may not know, you're going to spend about 12 to 15 hours of your week in classes. Outside of the classroom, obviously, a lot of your time is going to be spent on studying and homework. But with all of those other hours of the day, what are you going to do? All of our students are involved in different organizations and clubs campus-wide. So we have close to 100 different student clubs and organizations on campus for our students to become involved in. Outside of that, we have a robust study abroad program with over 25 established programs in different countries and locations across the world. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely work with your academic advisor on the planning for that. And one of the cool things is that you can use all of your financial aid, and it costs the same to study abroad as it would to be on campus for that semester or term in which you are doing study abroad. We are NAIA for athletics. You can see the list of our athletic teams here. And what NAIA means, one of the benefits to you as a student athlete is that we are able to offer athletic scholarships on top of our merit and need-based awards. So if you are interested in being recruited to participate on a team at St. Ambrose, definitely reach out to me and I can get you connected with the coaches. We also offer fine arts scholarships. So for those students who are interested in art, music, or theater, those would be audition or portfolio based. And again, just like athletics, those scholarships could be added on top of anything else we've awarded you institutionally. As far as admission, we are test optional for those students who have a 2.5 unweighted high school GPA or higher. If you fall below that minimum of a 2.5 unweighted, we will ask for an ACT or SAT score for an admissions decision. But again, if you're at that 2.5 or higher, we will not require an ACT or SAT score. Should you choose to submit one, that's absolutely fine, but it will not be required. You can apply using our school-specific application, and we're also on the common application. Either way, there's no application fee and no essay requirement, and we have no preference as to how a student applies to St. Ambrose. Our application will open in May of this year, and we will start notifying applicants of their admissions decisions starting on September 1st. All of our admitted students receive an automatic merit scholarship that will range from $13,000 to $25,000 per year, and that will be renewable every year for your 4 years. And finally, we are open for in-person visit opportunities in addition to virtual visits, so I hope to see you on campus soon. Thanks, guys.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, St. Ambrose University. We are going to turn it over to my alma mater, the University of Iowa. I want to remind everyone that the Q&A function is open for all of these institutions. All right, Iowa, take it away.
Awesome. Thanks so much, everyone. Excited to chat with you today. My name is Erin Monroe, and I'm one of the Assistant Directors of Admission for the University of Iowa, and I'm also a proud alum. I'm filling in today for my colleagues Sheila and Annabelle, who cover the Chicagoland area, so I will be sure to provide their contact information to you in the chat. The University of Iowa is a large Big Ten public institution located in Iowa City, Iowa. We're over on the eastern side of the state, just about 3-ish hours away from the Chicagoland area. Our home is a unique blend of high art and small city that comes together to make one of America's definitive college towns. Pictured here is what our campus looks like, and our campus is organized by a river if you look closely at this photograph. On the west side of campus, it's primarily home to the University of Iowa Hospitals and Clinics, one of the largest teaching hospitals in the nation, graduate studies, and if you're wanting to cheer on the Hawkeyes in Big Ten athletics, you may find yourself over in some of our facilities on the west side of campus. But a student's day-to-day experience occurs within about a 5 to 10 minute walking distance of the building with the gold dome located in the center of this photograph. That is the old Capitol building and the original capital of the state of Iowa before it moved to Des Moines. So our students are constantly congregating in this area. It's home to student organizations and events. It's a great place to study and enjoy the sun or watch the sunset from the Pentacrest. So it's a very lively part of our campus. What's not pictured in this photograph is the town that we're connected to. And downtown Iowa City is located just across the street from campus and is home to more than 100 different restaurants, shops, boutiques, all sorts of things that you can think of needing for survival during your time in college. It really adds to a student's atmosphere on campus and makes Iowa City feel like their home. At the University of Iowa, we've got about 30,000 students total on our campus, coming from all 50 states and over 97 different countries. On average, students apply to Iowa with about a 3.78 GPA. Illinois is our second most populous state represented on campus. At Iowa, we offer over 200 different areas of study. And some of the things that we are best known for are going to be our programs within the Tippie College of Business, direct admission into the College of Engineering, anything really related to the health sciences because of our strong connection with the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics. So whether you're interested in studying pre-med, pre-PT, biology, biomedical engineering, health and human physiology, and so much more, those opportunities, of course, in the classroom are available to you, but then opportunities to volunteer, intern, job shadow, and do research with professionals in that field on our campus. Iowa is also a UNESCO City of Literature, and we are the birthplace of the MFA in English and Creative Writing. And so our undergraduate degree in English and Creative Writing is incredibly strong. We are a place where both the sciences and the arts meet. Our application process occurs during a student's senior year, and your application will open in August. We accept applications through the Common App, the Coalition App, and our own institutional application. Our application is still open for current seniors. For students who are considering applying to the University of Iowa next year, we are happy to announce that we will be test flexible. And so if you have not had the opportunity to take an ACT or an SAT, you can still apply to the University of Iowa. If you have taken an ACT or an SAT, we would use the formula listed on this screen, the Regents Admissions Index. It takes into account the core classes that you've taken in high school, your cumulative GPA, and your test score. If you apply the test flexible route, we need you to submit a personal statement and your high school transcript with your application, upon which we would then conduct a holistic review. We are moving to an early action deadline of November 1st for students applying to the University of Iowa. And this is to allow you for more opportunities to apply for competitive scholarships on our campus, consider applying to the honors program, and be able to apply for housing when that application opens. We make admission decisions on a rolling basis. So as soon as you submit your application to Iowa, you would receive a timely admission decision in about 2 weeks. We will continue to accept applications on regular decision up through March 1st of your senior year. Students are also automatically considered for merit-based scholarships when you submit an application prior to that March 1 deadline. If you have any questions about admission to the University of Iowa, I'm happy to answer those in the Q&A. We also offer direct admission routes into the College of Engineering, Tippie College of Business, the College of Education, College of Public Health, and the College of Nursing. And so I'd be happy to address those specific requirements in the Q&A. At Iowa, we have a 15-to-1 student to faculty ratio. Despite being a large Big Ten public institution, our students get to know their classmates and their instructors. We have embedded mental health counseling in our central campus locations and supplemental instruction, tutoring opportunities, and office hours for students to go to for academic assistance and relationship building. On our campus, our students are incredibly involved and eager to get connected with other Hawkeyes. We offer over 500 different student organizations, over 400 different performances in the Division of Performing Arts each year, 24 teams that compete within Big Ten athletics, and then the opportunities in the downtown area to help students establish that community and home. If you're looking to become a Hawkeye, I'd be more than happy to connect with you. I'll leave you with the Go Hawks and pass things on to our next presenter.
Fantastic, wonderful presentation. Thank you, University of Iowa. Okay, we are going now to the University of Kansas. Whenever you are ready, take it away.
Okay, thanks so much there. Hi, everybody, and welcome. Thanks for your time today. My name is Kevin Farrell, and I'm the Chicagoland recruiter for the University of Kansas. I do really appreciate your time today.
We lost your audio.
My apologies. I think my computer just freaked out. Hold on.
Of course. No, it's bad when even the computers are tired of Zoom meetings.
Isn't that the truth? Okay. My apologies. I think my PowerPoint crashed, but I think I'm back up. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that, everybody. So, like I was saying, my name is Kevin. I really do appreciate everyone being here today, and here to talk to you about the University of Kansas. We are a mid-sized institution with about 19,000 undergrads here at KU, but about 750 of them come from the Chicagoland area. So for all of you at Noble, obviously you're going to be able to find people who are either from the city of Chicago themselves or from the surrounding suburbs. As someone who's from Chicago myself, I definitely know the shoes that you're in, the college search process that you're going through, and everything there. And I will say that KU is definitely a place where you are far enough away. It'll be a very different experience, but you will definitely find a lot of people who are from the area and continue to support KU even back in Chicago with almost 10,000 alumni back in the area. Lawrence is about an 8-hour drive from Chicago, so it is a little far, but it is only a 1-hour flight. But like I was saying, it's one of those situations where you're far enough away where it will definitely be a completely different experience. It is about 10 degrees warmer on average, so that's always really nice. But it also is close enough that if something does come up where you need to get home quickly, you can either get a bus, get a train, get a plane ticket, or if you have your own car, you can drive home in a day, and it's not that bad of a drive. We are also located centrally right between two major metropolitan areas. The first being Topeka, Kansas, which is the state capital, and the second being Kansas City, Missouri. Here we see a little nightline sky at Kansas City. It is kind of like a small Chicago. It has the skyscrapers, the art, the culture, the museums, the restaurants, but traffic is a lot less. Living there is a lot less. Parking downtown all day to go hang out is only like $2, so it's a lot more cost effective as well. And then again, the state capital of Topeka. The reason why these places are so important for Lawrence and for the University of Kansas is that it gives students the opportunities to do internships during the school year and not having to wait for the summer and competing with the rest of the nation. You can do these internships during the school year with the major businesses in Kansas City or with any of the political or law components, with the state capital being in Topeka, 20 minutes away as well. Then you have Lawrence itself. It's a town of about 100,000 and is perennially ranked as a top 10 college town in the nation. And it is really just a great place to have that student experience part of your college career. Obviously, the academics are important, which we're going to get to, but you're going to be spending a lot of time outside of the classroom. So you do have to really consider what that's going to look like and how is that going to impact you. Being in a top 10 college town is always a great place to start. But we are returning to the academics, we are a member of the AAU, or the Association of American Universities, which is a highly prestigious and an invite-only group of 65 universities across the nation. A few of the other members going onto the East Coast would be Harvard, and onto the West Coast would be Stanford, and KU is kind of right in the middle of the nation there. And what that means to be a member is that we are one of the highest level of research institutions in the nation, and we have a lot of research that's happening. And while you see the white lab coats here in a science atmosphere, a hard science atmosphere, that research is not only happening there, it's happening also in some of the softer sciences, like in our histories, in our journalism school, and our business school, where students are doing this research and doing it from their freshman year, because we have 10,000 students less than average than the other AAU institutions. And so you have a lot of opportunities that we don't have to wait until you're a junior or senior. You can jump in right away when you are a freshman. We don't just focus, though, on the sciences. We also have a large performing arts center where we have 8 full-time productions of plays, operas, musicals, and dance recitals each, on top of another of student-led productions as well. Plus, we do have a number of different bands and choirs, which students can either try out for and join any of these theatrical or productions happening on campus, and you do not have to major in them. So there's lots of opportunities to continue with that passion, even if that isn't something that you want to necessarily devote the rest of your time to. Our study abroad program has 135 established programs across the world, and students can take advantage of as short of a study abroad as a week, a traditional semester, or a full academic year. It's really up to you and what you want to do. And then to get back to campus, we do have a thriving Greek life system with about 25% of our student body being involved in Greek life, but that means that 75% are not, and they join usually one of our 600 plus other student organizations and clubs that are on our campus as well. And while you can go a lot of places around the world and be a lion, a tiger, or a bear, there is only one place in the world where you can be a Jayhawk, and it's right here at the University of Kansas. I can say, especially for brand recognition, anytime I'm traveling and I have my little Jayhawk gear on, it's almost inevitable that someone's going to yell out a rock chalk at me because it is so recognizable and just travels the world so well. We do have over 350,000 alumni around the world, and they are more than happy to help out, talk to you, and really kind of spread that pride and that Jayhawk spirit that they've developed during their time at KU. So whether they've graduated a year ago, 10 years ago, or 30 years ago, that passion and that pride still continues to be with them, because even though you've left campus, it doesn't necessarily mean that you've lost the spirit and the love for KU. So how can you become a Jayhawk? We have 2 ways. One is through the Common App, and one is through our application, which is born through KU. We do not have a preference, and whichever one is easier for you, please just go ahead and go that route. And we do also offer a number of merit-based scholarships to students that they do not have to apply for separately. Once they apply to KU, they're also considered for those merit and need-based scholarships as well. They do open up July 1st, and our early decision deadline is November 1st, so please get them in by then. Thanks so much. Really do appreciate your time, and handing it back over to Janine.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, University of Kansas. Okay, we are going to head back to the state of Iowa, hearing from the University of Northern Iowa. As they get their presentation set up, I want to remind everyone that that Q&A function is available, so get those questions in for all of our presenters. Okay, you and I, take it away.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. So my name is Jesus Lizarraga Estrada, and I work at the University of Northern Iowa. A little bit about who we are. So we are a total enrollment about 10,500. We're one of the 3 state schools in the state of Iowa. So when you're looking into schools, if you're looking at some of the bigger public institutions, you're looking at a total of maybe 20, 30, 40,000 students. Any private schools are typically looking around 1,000 to 3,000. We're right dab in the middle. So we'll give you the big opportunities in terms of undergraduate research, athletics. We are Division I, but we'll also give you that individualized attention from faculty and staff. What you'll find with us is over 90 programs, 25 pre-professional programs. So these are programs that help you prepare for graduate school or professional school, whether that be law school, med school, dentistry school, and so forth. With those programs, you'll get 2 advisors, one for your academic area of interest, your major, and the other one for your pre-professional route. So this advisor will help you take the classes that you need in order to be admissible to those programs, but also the hands-on experience that you need in order to be marketable. Our average size class is 29, but most importantly, the majority of our classes are taught by faculty, so 99%. You're working with these folks, meeting them one-on-one, they become your mentors, you're getting information straight from the source, but they also are the ones that typically are writing your letters of recommendation, and they can connect you with their colleagues in your field in terms of internships or full-time jobs. So you'll truly get to know your faculty members at UNI. The really unique thing about our campus is we're going to put you into your major courses right away as a freshman, and we're also going to give you hands-on experience right away as a freshman. The reason we do that is you don't know if you actually like your program until you're fully immersed in it. If you do, great. We'll add it to your resume, cover letter, and so forth. So we'll start networking on that behalf. But if you don't, it gives us an opportunity to switch your program and still keep you on track. 94% of our students graduate with experience directly related to their program of interest. which then translates to our overall end result. So within 6 months of you graduating, of you crossing the stage, 95% of our students are either employed or in their program, their graduate program of their choice. And a lot of that is based on the intentionality of getting you that hands-on experience, whether that be through an internship, co-op, study abroad experience, or undergraduate research. We do offer a 4-year plan of study for every academic program that we offer, and you can find that at majors.uni.edu. So if you want to take a picture of that, you can. You can see specifically, well, you'll be taking as a freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior on campus, but also what our students are doing within those programs. What kind of hands-on experience, internships are they obtaining during their undergraduate times? And then where are our students going afterwards? So a lot of great data and information is on that site. So make sure to check it out. What else you'll find is we have a lot of student life, a lot of things to do on campus and off campus. We have over 260 clubs that we offer. We are Division I, 17 athletic sports. All of our athletic events are free for UNI students to attend. We do not have season passes. You simply show your ID and you're good to go. We also have a great arts and theater scene. We have a Gallagher Center, that's what we call it. And that's where we bring national Broadway events to campus. So we've had performances from the Blue Man Group, Stomp, West Side Story, Shrek the Musical, The Price is Right was here. For those, you get a free ticket per semester, and then you get discounts after that as well. So a lot to do on campus. Your next step, I think, Timmy, especially if you're a junior right now, would be to visit. So that's our site for visit options. We do have on-campus options for you to attend, as well as virtual. For our on-campus, you're doing a presentation, we're meeting with you, we're showing you campus through a tour, you're meeting with someone in your area of interest, and then you're getting an individualized tour, so what you truly want to see. And those are offered either walking tours or golf cart tours. And some of our funding opportunities for scholarships are out-of-state tuition. Right now, we're looking at $19,480 for the full academic year. That's your classes for the full year. Your room and your unlimited meal plan, you're looking at $91.60 for a total of $28,640 for the full academic year. That includes everything, honestly, except for your books and your parking pass, which is about $60 for the full academic year. Some of our scholarships that I'll mention for out-of-state students is upon admission to UNI, you'll get a $20,000 scholarship, which is $5,000 per year for 4 years. And then based on your GPA and ACT, you might get additional that's on top of that 20. And those amounts are listed there. If you do not have a test score, so we are test optional for fall 22, we do have some test optional scholarships based on your academics. So based on GPA only, that would be on top of the 20,000 already mentioned. We have a United Scholarships. This is typically for students of color, TRIO students, AVID students. These are only based on GPA upon admission, and these are stackable with the other two that I just mentioned as well. And then we have a legacy scholarship. So if you have a sibling who attended UNI or who's currently enrolled at UNI, you are eligible for these. So these are all automatic scholarships that I just mentioned. In addition, we do have one scholarship application that applies to all scholarships at UNI, and you'll have access to that when you apply to our institution. And you can start applying to UNI starting July 1st if you're a junior, so this summer. And with that, if you have any other questions, let us know. That's our admissions email, and I'll put my information in the chat as well. So thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, University of Northern Iowa. Okay, we are heading into our last presentation for this portion of the event. We're going to have Indiana State University wrap us up. Take it away when you're ready.
Oops. Am I sharing? No.
You are, it's not in present mode.
That's, and I just practiced. I'm going to try again. Here we
Sure.
go. Let's see. My apologies. Happens every. Can you see it now or no?
It just doesn't look like it's been launched in present. Oh.
I don't know. This is what's happening on a Friday.
Of course.
Can you see it?
We can see it. It's just, I don't know if you wanted to present it or not. If you don't, then that's fine. But I thought when you had done it before, you had presented it.
Oh, there we go. Right? Can you see it
Yes,
now?
that looks perfect.
In
Yep.
present mode? So sorry. Sorry, guys or people. Here we go. So it's been a long week. So hi, I'm Lisa Winker. I use she, her, and hers, and I'm the Chicago Regional Admissions Coordinator for my wonderful institution, Indiana State University. So we believe that every person deserves the opportunity to get a great education at Indiana State. We're all inclusive. We offer more than 100 majors and minors and over 75 graduate and professional programs, and even over 70 online programs. There's literally something here for everyone. Those online programs might come in key as long as our pandemic, if our pandemic doesn't ease up, but it looks really good and promising. So we are a mid-sized public institution with a student enrollment of just under 11,000 students, and 2/3 of our classes have less than 30 students, which really provides that opportunity for a lot of individualized attention. We also are the most public diverse public residential student population in Indiana. So at Indiana State, our academics were more than just book work. There's a really wide range of exciting majors and minors. We provide 100% of experiential learning, and we're a research institution and a teaching college. So we offer endless hands-on and research opportunities for our undergraduate and graduate students. Our large honors program puts theory into practice, working with our professors on research projects. So students aren't stuck waiting until grad school to have those opportunities or that experience. They get that opportunity right from freshman year. Learning experiences with innovative programs nearly benefit our all of our community. They're woven into every academic program. So let's talk a little bit about some of our most popular and unique key programs. Our nationally ranking College of Business includes our highly rated Insurance and Risk Management. Cybercriminology and Criminal Justice are our most popular majors, and really from my territory, they are so popular. Additionally, we offer engineering and engineering technology programs. Our aviation, education, nursing, and health professional and pre-professional sciences are really fantastic too, but they do require additional application within our admissions process. I don't want to forget about our niche program, which has 100% job placement. That's packaging, engineering, technology. We're sought after also for our psychology program. Let's move on to the next one, and it's stuck. Here we go. There we go. Computer issues. So incoming students are required to live on campus for their first year. In one of our 14 newly renovated resident halls, they are air conditioned, and that is a big deal, being 3 hours south of the city of Chicago. If you love food as much as I do, my stomach's actually growling for lunch right now. There are 18 different dining locations on our campus and even more options just outside of campus grounds. We have over 260 clubs and organizations, including 29 different chapters of National Greek Life. There are lots of fun things to do on campus as well as in Terre Haute. A sample of some of our unique clubs might include our National Drag Racing team and our Quidditch team. ISU has a lot of traditions, including our annual tandem race and tricycle derby. We are Division I and part of the Missouri Valley Conference, and we also offer competitive club and intramural sports. So go ahead, take a quick screenshot of this slide, because to me, it's the most important slide of my presentation. Unconditionally admitted Illinois students will be at that middle part of the interstate scholars price point on this chart. Students from Illinois with a 3.0 or higher will automatically receive our Midwest Achievement Scholarship of $2,000, which once applied lowers your tuition down to $9,942, which is just in reach of that in-state cost. We do offer a lot of other merit scholarships that are also stackable and renewable too. Our competitive scholarships, though, are really fantastic. Some, like our President's Scholarship, include complete in-state tuition, room and board, and even a stipend to go study abroad. So you might be wondering about our admission requirements. We are test optional for general admission, and our average incoming student has a 3.29 GPA. So living on campus, you're going to be right in the heart of what we refer to as paradise. The Haute offers a small, cozy town feel and the convenience of city life. The city population is just over 60,000. Really, everything you can want is at your fingertips. Terre Haute is also settled along the banks of the Wabash River. It celebrates with rich history and brims with cultural activities and parks. A couple fun facts: Terre Haute is the original home of the iconic tapered Coca-Cola bottle and the Clabber Girl baking powder. Our 435-acre campus is located in the northern part of town, and it's kind of contained within a bubble, if you will, within the city. There's tons of lush trees. It's award-winning sustainable landscape. It's really beautiful. Our sycamores make an impact on our community. They have performed more than over 250,000 hours of community service. Our students really do hit the ground running and easily adapt to change. Employers love that about our graduates. In fact, our grads enjoy a 99% placement, and on average, they have a starting salary of $57,000 a year. So I just want to thank you for taking time out of your day to learn more about Indiana State. I'd love to provide you with further personalized information, so please go ahead, feel free to contact me. And again, go Sycamores.
What a phenomenal way to close us out. Okay, we only have a few minutes left, but I want to make sure we take advantage of having these experts with us here. So we are going to move into a very quick round robin where we ask each of these panelists to share their advice for students going through the college search process. We're going to go ahead and go in the same order. So we'll ask Millikin University to kick us off.
Thank you. I have a number one, but I think everybody has this number one, so I'm going to say my number two, which is talk to your counselors. Like all of us here have said how much we love talking with students and that we're available for them. So wherever you're applying for school, make sure that you keep that conversation open and ask them all the questions that you want, even if you don't know, like right off the bat, what your questions are. There's someone there in the office who would love to talk to you about what your options might be at the school, or if you're deciding between a few different schools. So use us. You know, a lot of us said we're alums and that we have a lot of experience and want to share that with you.
Great. Well, for number two, still really good advice. So thanks for sharing that with us. St. Ambrose University, what would you like to share?
Hi, yes, I would echo exactly what Derek said as far as working with your admissions counselor. We're here to help you. If we reach out to you, it's because we want to connect with you. We don't want to be seen as, you know, oh my gosh, here's that person calling again. We want to connect. We want to answer questions. We want to get our information to you. But outside of that, my number one suggestion is keep yourself organized. Create an email just for college purposes that you are going to use for your applications, for all college communications separate from your personal email. It will just make your life so much easier as you start going through the process.
Great advice. Thank you, St. Ambrose University. The University of Iowa, your advice?
Yeah, my advice is also to get organized. And as a second part to that, keep a notebook or a binder, something that is just specific to your college search process. As you're applying to different schools, you're going to have probably different login information for various applications or student portals. And to keep all of those passwords and login names set, write them down as you create them in their own special college notebook that you keep track of.
Absolutely. It's a overwhelming process if you're not organized. So great advice coming from our panelists here. The University of Kansas, what would you like to add?
Sorry, I was typing an answer in the Q&A. I would say, and I know that this sounds really weird to think about, but over the summer, think about what makes you happy as a student and what you need to have a good college experience. Because while you could go to the best academic school, if you are not enjoying yourself or enjoying your time, you're going to hate it and you're not going to be successful academically. So write down, like, I know I'm from Chicago. I knew I needed to be within at least an hour of a major city, right? Because I knew I couldn't just be out in the middle of anywhere. I needed access to the city. I needed my skyscraper fix, right? So like that was on my list of needs to be within 1 hour of a major city. And think about what else is going to make you happy. Like if you know that you can't live without Chick-fil-A, you need to make sure there's a Chick-fil-A in town then. All right, write that down. Make sure that when you go and visit all of these schools or you talk to your admissions reps, hey, is there a Chick-fil-A in town? Because if that's what makes you happy, if that's what relieves your stress and anxiety, you need that outlet. So think about it, write it down in these notebooks that everyone else has suggested, and then check with your admissions reps. Do you guys have these types of things? Because this is what I'm going to need to be successful in college.
Fantastic. Thank you. University of Northern Iowa, what's your advice?
Yeah, I said it during my presentation, but I would say visit the schools, right? So fully immerse yourself in that school, that community, see if it truly feels like home. Like we can give you everything, all the information, but if you don't get that feeling, then that's not the right school for you, because this is gonna be your home for the next 4 years. The other thing that I see a lot is apply to schools that you like, apply for scholarships at the schools that you like, and go from there. You're not committing to any one of us, right? By applying for scholarships, you're simply weighing out your options. So those are my 2 pieces of advice.
Great advice. I saw Millikin University was getting nervous that no one was going to say his number 1, so you made him feel better, you and I. Okay, this is a hard question to go last for, but Indiana University or Indiana State University, what would you like to
Actually,
add?
it's not, because everything that they've all said is fantastic advice. Having a daughter who graduated a few years ago and a son who's actually at Indiana State right now, I would say keep your options open. Apply to small, medium, and big schools, public and private, in-state, out-of-state. Look at all of your options. There are over 5,000 schools for you to choose from. We all know that you can only choose one. Our feelings don't get hurt if you choose another one. So if you do, contact us to let us know so that we can work with the students who really think that they want to come to our institution. But for instance, my daughter went, thought she was going to go to a Big Ten school, loved it since the 8th grade. We all bought shirts. She went to visit there because the visit point is so important. And she's like, oh my gosh, Mom, I don't fit in here. What am I going to do? And we scrambled and sent out other, applications, and she ended up at the school which was a perfect fit for her. So don't get that mindset that I'm going here. Keep your options open.
Awesome. And then you all got new sweatshirts, right? Okay, everyone. I'm so glad that we had a chance to hear from all of these experts on today's event. This has been a wonderful panel. I hope that you learned some more about some institutions of interest and that you'll do some Googling after this. I want to once again thank everyone for being here, for our panelists, and for our attendees, whether you're here live or you're catching the recording. Once again, I hope it was useful for you. I dropped a link in the chat one more time, which is where you can find the recording of this event and all of the others. It is strivescan.com/Noble. And then you have one more series of presentations taking place immediately after this. So go take a look and find what other institutions you're interested in learning about. But remember that when you close the screen, you're going to get a very quick 4-question survey, and we appreciate any feedback that you can provide on today's event. Have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you for being here, everyone. Bye-bye.